Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys the weekly soul connection reading. And so this is going to be for today's date, which is Monday, November 11th, going all the way until Sunday, November 17th. So soul connection, this can be someone that you consider a twin flame. This could be somebody that you consider a soulmate. It's up to you to label the connection or not label it. You're here because you want to know the energies between you and another person. I do tend to channel for those that are in some sort of separation or challenge. Challenge might be that you guys are still speaking, but yet you guys are not connecting. And a lot of people will ask me, why don't you do readings for people that are in union? I'm not drawn to do readings for people that are in union. Every reader out there is different. There are a lot of readers out there to choose from on YouTube that are solely, their purpose is to either help people to get back into union or to basically focus on people that are in union. And my thought philosophy on it is, if I was in union with my person, I would just rely on what's happening between them and I, and not rely on someone else to tell me about my connection. So it is for that purpose, really, that I'm not drawn to do readings for people that are in union. And as far as, helping people to come back into union, I don't believe that there are people out there that can actually do that. I feel like that is something that's either going to happen or it's not going to happen. And it's going to be because of the choices that you make, not because of what someone else is telling you to do. So that is one of the reasons that I am not really focused on those types of concepts. Not that there's anything wrong with other people that are offering those types of services. So I did do a poll. If you guys are not interested in what I'm saying here today, not a problem. You guys can jump straight to the reading and the timestamp below. I did do, I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday of last week. I went ahead and posted a poll or like a survey on YouTube, which I've actually never done before, asking my audience what types of readings they wanted to see more of from me on my channel. And not that this is going to change anything that I'm doing, because I will always honor what I am feeling guided to do, which actually quite a few people said they really liked that style, but it just kind of gave me an indication as to where most of my audience is. My only regret is that I did not put soul connections as an option. And some people actually said, I wish you would have put soul connections. Well, the thing is that in the very beginning of this year, I was guided to make the switch from being a twin flame specific reader and offering my twin flame weekly readings and switching them to soul connections. Why was I guided to do that? For a variety of reasons. And I think it might just be too long and involved for me to get into it. So maybe I'll get into a little bit of it, but not say everything. But I'm just a firm believer that the label of a connection doesn't matter. It's really about a soul to soul situation. Why this person is in your life, what you have to learn from it. I'm not focused on the outcome of any kind of a connection. And the reason why is because at the end of the day, no one can really predict what the future holds. So the outcome of you and an individual is taking away from the lesson and the experience. And so as a reader, I like to focus on all of the details of what's happening and why it's happening, rather than the destination of the connection, which would be union. And so that's why I do not advertise that, I'm helping people get into union. Again, I'm not saying anything negative about those that do offer those services, but that's why I'm not focused there, because I really like to be focused on what's happening and why. Okay. And also to twin flames specifically, when I came into the journey of twin flames, which was November 2017, I didn't really know too much about twin flames. I was just guided to start doing readings based on my own experience at the time. And I also was guided to create certain decks that were based on my understanding at the time. And it's not like I'm so evolved and changed now, but I see things a little bit differently. I feel like than some other twin flame readers and teachers out there. I don't consider myself to be a teacher. I don't consider myself to be a coach. I very much respect people that have that ability to be able to do that. It's just not my expertise. And I'm not certified, of course, to do that either. But I mass respect for those that do. For me, I am just drawn to help people that are suffering on this journey. I'm more of a shadow kind of a worker. And so, like I said, I like to get into the deep energy, the dark energy. This is just who I am naturally as a person. Me being a Sagittarius, I am absolutely incapable of bullshit. And so it's really difficult for me to deal with people that are not able to be real and raw. And so sometimes I might rub people the wrong way. Yeah, especially in my personal life. Had a lot of issues there. And that does not mean that I'm right and other people are wrong. It's just a difference, I think, of energies and opinions. But, sometimes when I'm doing these types of readings, I might be a little too out there for some people, and people might go, oof, you know what? I don't like what you're saying. I don't like your vibe. And that's totally fine. But there are some people that do resonate with me. And that might be because you guys are either the same or you guys are just ready for that kind of energy. And some people need more of that, that light and high vibe all the time. And there's, again, nothing wrong with that energy. It's just whatever you guys are feeling. You guys should always go with what you're feeling on this journey. So if you guys are feeling like, you really like Mystic Moon, but you find her readings are just a little too dark, or let's just say, you've gotten some good things from my readings, but you're ready to move forward, or you're ready to do something different. You don't want to focus on the same things. That would be an indication that your soul is telling you that it's time to move in another direction. It's kind of like, you're with someone, whether it's romantic, or let's just say you're in a job, or you're just doing something that you once enjoyed, and then you just wake up one morning and you're just kind of like, I just don't feel the same. So you guys have to pay attention to your energy. You have to pay attention to where you're at. I welcome you. I literally welcome you guys to move forward with your journey and move past my channel, because that just proves to yourself that, you're ready to continue to open up your mind and expand your horizons. There are some people out there that take a little bit of every reader out there. They can take all different perspectives. That's kind of where I'm at. There's certain readers that I don't agree with everything that they say, but I still like to tune into their channels because I like them personally, or I just like their style, or every now and then they'll hit the mark for me. So it just depends on where you guys are at. I just want everybody to know that I welcome you guys to always focus and take care of yourselves first and foremost. This is what I promote on my channel. But I'm definitely not guided to focus on the outcome of connections. I'm really more or less focused on why you're feeling the way that you're feeling during the experience. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys. So I did get some feedback too on Zodiac. Okay, now I have been told, not only by other readers that do it, that is where people are really enjoying YouTube. They're really enjoying getting to be able to watch a video that's specific for their sign. So, and I got to agree. If I go on YouTube, I'm naturally going to Sagittarius reading because I feel like it's more personal for me. So why have I not been doing it? Well, I tried to kind of placate my audience with doing this whole element, fire signs, which would include Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And I understand, it's a little bit better than just a general reading. So it kind of confines it a little bit more to just fire signs, but it still doesn't seem to, be enough. You guys want to see a little bit more, and I completely understand. I am going to be transitioning from my old home to a new home in December, so next month. So you guys are going to see that if you guys do want a personal reading with me, that there's some time that I need to take off. And so unfortunately, my wait time right now is about 9 to 10 weeks, which is a very long time. So I'm not even going to be able to do any readings until January. So really, until I get settled and I'm able to get on a routine again. I don't really foresee myself probably bringing forth any kind of regular readings of the 12 zodiac signs probably until spring of 2020. So I just wanted to kind of let you guys know it is something that I do plan on doing. But at the same time, I just want to make sure that I have time to commit to it, to bring it to you guys every single month. Now, the one thing that I feel successful at, and I am proud of myself, is that I've been able to consistently do the weekly reading for almost an entire year now. That was a huge undertaking and commitment, because sometimes there was Mondays where I had things I had to do and it was just like I can't get to the reading, and I don't like to do the reading early because I just feel like the energies are not true. So I like to do them on Monday mornings. Every now and then I've done it on a Sunday, but for the most part I like to wake up on Monday, feel what Spirit's giving me, feel the energies of the collective, and then do the reading, okay? But sometimes I have, like I said, been so stressed, so busy, total head change, even a migraine here and there, to where I have not been able to do the reading. So aside from those little mishaps here and there, I feel pretty proud that I've been able to bring the collective a weekly reading every single week for almost a year now. So I feel like that I've proved to myself that I can probably start taking on doing the 12 zodiac signs once a month. But like I'm saying here, it's probably going to be in the springtime. Also, another reading that was popular is pick a card. So the way that it went is twin flames were the highest vote, which you guys know that even though I do soul connection readings, I do try to still give to my twin flame following specific twin flame monthly readings. I do those, as well as some divine feminine healing energies, and then just every now and then little readings here and there. But pick a cards, I love pick a cards. I know that a lot of people out there love them. And again, the reason why is because it feels specific to the viewer. I love pick a cards. So I will not stop doing pick a cards. I will continue to offer twin flame readings. But mostly I will be offering soul connection readings that will be continuous with the weekly readings. And angels. So angel readings specific, where it's just a whole reading of just angel readings, wasn't a huge draw, but I always use angel cards in most of my readings. And so I kind of feel like that's where I'm going to really rely on that energy is just maybe with some angel messages here and there within the readings that I do. And again, just kind of doing what I feel guided to do at that moment. I know that a lot of people out there are not in relationships at all. They're single, and so they want to see more readings on empowerment. What I want to say about that is I will probably just include that information and energy within the zodiac. So I'm not guided to do twin flame zodiac. I'm not guided to do love zodiac. I'm just guided to do general. And what I mean by that is those general readings, I will have different categories within those readings: career, spirituality, love. So that way, if you're not in love or you're not in a relationship, maybe that love portion won't pertain to you, or maybe it will. So it can go either way. So anybody can literally watch the general readings of the zodiac signs that I'll be doing, like I said, hopefully in spring. So that's it, you guys. That's all I had to say. A good almost 15 minutes of just me blabbing. So let's go ahead and get started. So we are going to be using here, this is the Mystic Moon Twin Flame Orgonite that was created in image of my understanding of the twin flame journey. And this was created by my very good friend Michelle from Wing and Bell. So I'll put her down below. She makes other Orgonites as well. She makes another twin flame Orgonite besides this one too, but this one is got all the different elements of just my cards and just everything that the twin flame journey means to me. So any of the cards that I'm using here today, I'll let you guys know what I'm using as I shuffle them. I'll put everything down in the description box below. And if there are any of the decks that I've created, you guys can go to my Etsy shop and order them. If you're international, email me and I'll send you a special link. The only deck that is not available internationally is this one, and I'm still working on getting that available to you guys. All right, let's get started. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to be doing a general open reading. It's either going to resonate with you this week or it's not. So We're going to divide it into masculine and feminine energy this week. So let's see where the masculine is at. Where's the masculine at this particular time? So we're going to be using When Spirit Speaks by Medium on a Mission, just to kind of get some general energies that are surrounding the masculine. And when I say masculine, I say he, feminine, she, but take it as it resonates for you. All right, so where is the masculine this week? We have blessings, we have breathe, we have recovery, and we have healing. So let's go ahead and get some clarifying energy on this. So let's go ahead and go into this deck here, which is called the Before Tarot. So blessings. So right now in the mental space of the masculine, we have counting your blessings perhaps, maybe just being grateful for certain things. This could even be a challenge depending on the tarot that's combined with this card. Let's see what we get. Okay, interesting. We have the Two of Cups. What I'm getting from this, because it's in the reverse position, and let me just clarify with Spirit that this entire deck is not reversed. It looks like there are some upright cards, so it's meant to be reversed. So this to me tells me that this masculine at this particular time that you're in either separation with or in challenge with may not be able to see the blessings of this connection at this moment. Okay, it doesn't mean that they don't care for you. It doesn't mean that they don't feel anything. It just indicates here that they might not be able to be grateful or be able to feel, you know, that the blessing of this connection. Like you might be trying to bring forth something to them, show them something, and they might just not be able to see it at this time. They may not be in balance within themselves is what I'm actually getting. So because they're feeling imbalanced within themselves, it's very difficult for them to understand the blessings of what you're trying to bring. That's what I'm getting here. So having a difficult time with that. So we have the emotional energy here of breathe. So it might be that they just need some space. They just need some distance at this time to breathe, take a breather. This could even be an air sign specific. It does say Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So a special message here. But the air energy usually indicates logic, a very rational energy. So kind of detached in some sort of way in order to breathe and take some time. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, Three of Swords for recovery. The Three of Swords reverse means it's an energy of recovering from any hardships. If they've hurt you or you've hurt them, or they've been hurt in some area of their life, they're really just taking some time to breathe and to heal. That is what I'm seeing here. So they might be imbalanced for this connection at this time, but it's because they've gone through some sort of hardship, or they feel like space at this point is the best thing. And now we have the energy of recovery in the physical world. So physically, that's where they're at. They're in an energy of needing to take a step back or staying away because they need time to heal and recover. Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of, you know, putting up your defenses and kind of feeling like you need to put your guard up. And so I do feel like this masculine at this time might be putting his guard up to the feminine, or might be just really having his defenses up while he's in this recovery mode, trying to either find himself or just trying to basically restore some sort of energy. That's just what I'm seeing. And then now we have healing. So this all makes sense to me. Really needing to heal. Page of Swords. If there's no contact, Page of Swords reversed means there might be zero communication right now. Or if there is communication, it might be kind of harsh, because we do have the air sign energy coming through here again. Air signs can be very practical, very logical and rational, kind of feels cold and detached. So if you're experiencing any of this hard energy with the masculine, if you're a feminine watching this video, this is because they're going through some sort of recovery period. They're going through an energy where they need to heal, they need to recover from some sort of pain, they need to rebalance themselves at this particular time on this journey. Okay, so try not to take it too personally is what I'm getting for the feminine. So now let's switch gears and see where this feminine is at this particular time. So we're going to go into the same deck here, if I can find it. Hold on for just a second, you guys. It's in front of me, but I cannot see it. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Feminine's energy, mentally. We have opportunity. We have prayers in the heart space. We have reminiscing in the physical world. And in the soul's energy, we have winter. Okay, so I'm going to go into the after tarot for the feminine, confirming it's not completely reversed. I like to do that. Opportunity. I love this. Feminines out there, you are actually seeing either this challenge or this separation with your masculine as an opportunity to heal yourself. So you're embracing this. I'm not seeing that these feminines out here are actually fighting this at all. You might be reminiscing here, of course, about the masculine, wishing things could be different, but deep down inside, you know that this is absolutely necessary. You know that your masculine needs to heal. You know that you need to heal. You know that there needs to be some downtime in this connection. So I feel like that is definitely an energy of acceptance. Let's see the energy of prayers. Praying for strength. Wow. Praying for the masculine strength as well. This is a card of unconditional love. So to me, this is an energy here where you're giving it to spirit. You might not feel strong on your own to be able to heal or to help your masculine heal. Again, it's not your job really to help anybody to heal. They have to do that themselves. But you might be wanting to offer some sort of assistance. And maybe you've done all that you can do. And maybe you're just up against a battle or up against a brick wall. And so you're just literally giving it to spirit at this point, okay? And some of you might just be feeling weak yourselves. You're giving it to spirit is what I'm seeing here. You're praying for strength because you're not feeling 100%, or you know the masculine's not feeling 100%. So you might even be praying for the masculine at this point. Let's take a look at the physical world. Physical world, you're reminiscing about the romance. You're reminiscing about the way things used to be. You're reminiscing about how you used to feel or how the masculine made you feel. So it's definitely an energy here of nostalgia, of reminiscing about the good times, okay? So the good times might be making you feel a little melancholy, maybe a little weak at this point. Now we have the winter for the soul's energy. I love this. You know that right now things are frozen in time for a reason. The Judgment is a card of resurrecting after judgment. So it's like Judgment Day. This is about a major review of the past. What's going to happen? You know, it's about really understanding that everything is happening in divine order and divine timing. Judgment is absolutely necessary for people to really figure out what they want before they can truly walk through a new door. Because the next card would be the world. And the world is about closing up a major chapter and opening up a brand new cycle. Well, judgment hasn't happened just yet. That's where it's frozen. There's a judgment call that needs to be made. There's a major reviewing of the past, a major life review. There could even be karmic cycles that are still open on your part or the masculine's part that's really causing this to be kind of in the frozen state of the winter. For some of you, it might be that this is currently winter for you. I know it is for me here in the States, but I know that there's a lot of people that watch my readings on other opposite sides of the world where it's not winter. So this could be that something's going to happen in the winter, or this could just be what's currently happening right now for you. But judgment, I love to see in soul's position, because this just means there's a major reconstructing on a deep soul level with you at this time, feminine. And this is really going to help to thaw things in the spring. So it might just be that this is like a little bit of a hardship and healing and downtime during this period. And it's an energy of kind of like hibernation. So you're preparing for the winter and you're allowing spirit to basically help you along the way and also help this connection and help the masculine to heal. So it's about really embracing this and really accepting that might just be a downtime, and that's okay. We're going into more peaceful, healing, harmonious state with ourselves, okay? So there is that energy. Let's see what is a blocking, or what the masculine is holding in regards to just his fears at this time. So this is the What's Brewing cards by Fire Witch Tarot. Where is the masculine currently at this particular time when it comes to his fears? What is he currently working on or stressed? Okay, this is interesting energy. Spoiled. So let's just see what this has to do with. What is this energy in regards to spoiled? So let's go into this deck right here, which is called the My Spiritual Love Tarot. So let's take a look. Spoiled energy. Well, spoiled energy to me shows me that it might be that somebody is only seeing their way. They're only seeing things from their perspective. Tiggs, I can't play with you right now. I'm in a reading, honey. He brought his string. He wants me to play. See, he's so spoiled. I feel like this is Spirit's way of saying something in regards to this message. So, see, Tiggs doesn't realize that his mommy has work to do. And so he's so spoiled because she plays with them all the time that he doesn't know when he needs to basically respect my time and space. All right. Oh my gosh, the devil, you guys. Okay. What I'm getting right now is that the masculine's biggest shadow at this point is his dark side, ego. That's what the devil is to me. The devil is ego. The devil is toxic energy, temptation. I'm doing things because I want to, or I'm doing things because I can't help it, or I know that I'm unhealthy. I know that I should do this and do that, but I can't. Making excuses for bad behavior. You know, I don't want to give up my luxuries. I have it too easy. So for some reason, that energy is coming through. The masculine might be making excuses or giving into temptation, and it's just ego driven or even fear driven. They might be codependent as well, because it does say codependency here, on a situation that's not necessarily good for them, that's not making them feel happy, but it's easy. And so it's an excuse to stay stuck because it's easy. That could be for some masculines out there. Or you might be dealing with a masculine who makes a lot of excuses because they've been spoiled their whole lives. They haven't really had anybody really help them. They've had a lot of enablers helping them to stay stuck or to stay spoiled or to not really have to take responsibility for their actions. So there's something happening here for the masculine that's really dark that he really needs to clear. And so again, that's why all of that healing is absolutely necessary. That's why this space is taking place at this time. This is why you should embrace this space. Tiggs, hey, is because that's what he needs, okay? That's what he needs at this time. Sorry, Tiggs. All right, you guys, let's switch over into the feminine. What is the feminine's biggest fear or biggest shadow at this time? Writing it out. Well, okay, the thing is, this is definitely a challenge for the feminine for sure. She's just got to write it out. She's got no other choice. I mean, we all have choices. We can make things super difficult by holding on very tightly, wishing and praying, holding on to the past, trying to will change, make it happen, pray for it to happen. But at the end of the day, people have to do their own healing. And that's the message that came through earlier. We can pray for someone, but we can't make something happen. We can pray for assistance perhaps, but we can't make it happen. Some things are just meant, right? There may be a lesson in hardship. We don't know. Five of Swords. Wow. Whew. All right. Mind games, defeat, control. So the Five of Swords is an energy of getting the hell out of Dodge, out of a situation that is just becoming toxic and that is not feeling good. So when you're in an energy or you're in a conversation or you're dealing with someone that it's just literally making you feel like you're nuts or you're crazy, or they're just giving you a lot of energy that you don't know how to talk to or you don't know how to battle with, sometimes the best decision that you can make is to just pull away and step out. Sometimes just disengaging entirely is the best thing to do. And sometimes that can even trigger other people to feel abandoned or to feel like you don't care. I've been in that situation before where I've done that, but I've also been on the receiving end to where I have felt that. So I get it. You know, we all feel certain ways because of our own hang-ups and because of our own issues. But what I'm getting here is that the feminine might feel guilty or feel like she is abandoning perhaps the masculine because she needs some sort of relief, because she can't handle the fight anymore, or because she doesn't want to subject herself to the toxicity, perhaps to the people that are connected to the masculine or whatever he's got going on, because we did just see the devil's energy. There could be all kinds of crap that's attached to the masculine at this point. And the feminine might be in a place where she just wants peace. So she's just going to ride it out rather than fighting with people, rather than jumping in the ring and arguing or needing to be right or needing someone to see her point of view. Sometimes it's just best to just bow out. It's not about giving up. It's just about loving yourself enough to step away from drama. So that is what I'm getting here, is that some feminines right now might be having a difficult time just writing it out, staying neutral, not participating in the madness. But the answer really lies within pulling away and kind of disengaging at this time and taking that Four Swords energy and just taking a break. So I do feel this week that there just might be a lot of things that are happening right now with these soul connections that people are kind of like this, butting heads. The energy isn't 100% aligned. And because of that, it's like we're being encouraged to just choose peace at this time rather than try to work things through. That's just what I'm getting here. And that energy alone helps everything to mellow out. Yeah. So there is the message. Let's now take a look and see what is the energy of this journey. What are the lessons? What's happening here? So let's just take a look here with my Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck. What energy is surrounding this connection at this time? What's the energy surrounding the connection? We have the Spirit of the Cross, burden, hardships, lessons. Wow. Well, this is the thing. You know, the Spirit of the Cross is kind of like your cross to bear, right? It's definitely a burden, a hardship, a lesson. So there is something major at hand here. This doesn't surprise me at all, since I did see the Judgment card. The Judgment card is about, you know, cycles of karma, karmic lessons, karmic patterns, life review, looking at the bigger picture, changing, resurrecting, starting fresh, starting new. So there's something major happening here, and that might be why there is this heavy energy at this time existing in this connection. So let's now go into my Twin Flame Oracle here and get some topics, and then we're going to clarify with my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. So what are some of the lessons and the hardships and the burdens of this connection at this time? We have offer, we have received, and we have karmic partner. Wow. Very significant and specific. Now, the thing is, you guys, this karmic partner, yes, it can be a specific person. It does not have to be a lover, even though that can be your story. But the karmic partner, I really feel, can be a karmic lesson, or it is a person that is involved or surrounding someone at this time, whether it's you or it may be your partner, that is serving as a lesson, a karmic lesson, helping them to receive this lesson. This karmic partner has something to offer you, and it has something to offer your person, your twin, like your twin flame, your masculine, however you want to see this connection. It has something to offer you. There is a lesson here at hand, and this karmic partner or karmic lesson or karmic cycle is absolutely necessary for the healing of everyone involved, including you. So really try not to condemn or blame any kind of influences that are affecting the connection right now. It's actually helping the connection, whether you see it or not. What's interesting is that this brings me back to one of the very first messages in this reading, which is blessings, Two of Cups. So this is the deal, you guys. Even though the masculine might not be able to see your connection as a blessing, especially if there's some sort of Five of Swords energy to where you're fighting with them or you're telling them the partner they're with isn't good for them. Sometimes people that are doing that look like the problem, okay? So that's a specific message. If you're dealing with like a third party energy here and you're trying to tell someone that someone isn't good for them, usually doesn't work out that way. Meaning like the person that you're trying to tell that to starts to now look at you as an issue, look at you as drama, look at you as a source of problem. And then they start to distance themselves away from you. And that's exactly the opposite of what you want or what you're trying to do. But sometimes with what we're feeling and how we're seeing things, someone else is not ready to see it that way. So we really have to stop trying to push our agenda on someone else. We have to sometimes let people come to their own conclusions. So they might not see you as a blessing. They might see the other person as, well, it's just easier for me to stay with this person. I don't know why that message is coming through, but Spirit said go back to it, because that could be someone's story out there, okay? Try to be a blessing for your partner. Don't be the opposite, which is why I feel the Five of Swords came through. The Five of Swords was an energy here of where the feminine Don't be in the ring fighting. Don't be in the ring trying to defend someone or defend yourself. Just ride it out. Ride the freaking wave. Be neutral. Pull out. Don't be in the energy of trying to control the outcome or try to control how someone else is seeing another person. Ride it out. Let things ride out. That's the best thing. Let people come to their own conclusions. I'm just going to tell you guys this. I was told something a long time ago about a specific person in my life that I was like, are you kidding me? Like, if I would have listened to that person about this individual that I have in mind, I wouldn't have gone through what I went with them. They wouldn't have wasted my time 2 months after the fact that I got this information had I just listened to it. But I didn't want to listen to it. I didn't want to see it. If I had listened to it, I probably would have been in pain at that moment because I would have had to end things with this person. It would have hurt, but man, did it hurt so much worse after that 2 months was over. And I realized that this person had just been lying the entire time and they just wasted 2 months of my time, right? That felt so much more painful to have to deal with it, but whatever. I obviously didn't listen. I wasn't meant to listen for a reason. I did learn a lot from that situation. It obviously served its lesson and purpose for me, okay? Some things were just not meant to see at that time. So my point is that if you're trying to tell someone something and inform them and they don't want to listen, you need to just let shit ride out. You can't force people or try to control how someone is going to get and see the lesson or see the error of somebody's ways or see that somebody is really an asshole. You can't make someone see something. You can try all day long, but it will actually end up creating issues on the backside for you and the person that you're trying to help and protect. Okay? So there is a specific message out there for some of you that are in a problematic third-party deal where you're trying to help someone, but yet what's happening actually is it's going to come back and it's going to bite you and you're going to look like drama and the issue and the problem. So if that's not your situation, then this is an energy here where a karmic partner, whether it be yours or someone else's or someone around you or your partner, somebody has to receive something, a lesson first before they can offer you or before you can offer them something. So if you guys are with other partners, this is also telling you that right now, in order for you to really truly offer something to your partner or them to offer something from you, you can't do this while you're with someone else. I mean, you can, but it's just going to be a burden. It's just going to be a hardship. People aren't truly going to be receiving available energy. So that's why cheating and having affairs and all that other stuff, it doesn't turn out well because usually people get stuck in that pattern and they're not able to really clear it. I'm not saying that that can't happen. I'm sure that there are people that have success with those energies. But usually when you're going behind closed doors and you're hiding and there's a lot of lies and deception and everything's very secretive, there's all kinds of just darkness that just is lurking there because nothing is clear, nothing is truly available, where you're not truly able to express how you feel or even let anybody know what you're doing or feeling because you're so busy hiding this. And then you can get stuck in that pattern where you've been in that energy for so long. What's the point of changing it? Why do I have to change that? I can have this and this. Perfect. Right? So no one is really prompted to change the circumstances because why do they have to? People are enabling each other to stay stuck and to make things very easy. So there is a lesson here within this partnership that a karmic partner or clearing this karmic energy, it has to be cleared or someone has to learn a lesson in order to be able to properly offer each other this connection. And somebody may not have received their lesson just yet. They may not have received that maybe the person that they're currently wasting their time with maybe isn't the healthiest choice for them, that it's actually a toxic situation. But you can't make them see it. All you can do is just mind your own business, keep working on you, and let them come to their own conclusions. That's what I'm getting here. Very interesting energy this week, you guys. Kind of dark, but I feel it's necessary, absolutely necessary. So let's just see what Spirit wants you to know about this partnership at this time. Okay. What does Spirit want you to know about your partnership at this time? This right here is the All Things Intuitive Messages of Love Oracle cards. What does Spirit want you to know about your connection at this time? I think I said I was going to clarify with the Twin Flame Journey Tarot, and I didn't, but that's okay. I'll just use that for the future energies. Ooh, forgive yourself or another will help you move forward. So there's still some forgiveness that needs to occur, okay? Forgiveness does not mean that you are saying, it's okay what you did. It's okay that you've done this. It just means that you're no longer willing to carry the burden of unforgiveness any longer, okay? Because when you are hating someone or you're just seething with anger or jealousy or whatever's going on that's attached to them, all you're doing is you're keeping yourself tied to them at a lower vibration. Sometimes people say, love and light, I forgive all. It's bullshit. I'm not saying everyone that says that is full of shit, but the thing is sometimes forgiveness is said or even expected prematurely. It's kind of like if you hurt someone and you're ready to rock and roll, you're ready to move forward, you're ready to patch things up, but they're not, and then you get pissed that they're not ready to forgive you, you're not really sorry. Sorry, you're just not sorry. Because you can't see or truly respect that someone else is just not on the same page or they're not ready to forgive you. I've had to deal with that personally myself and it sucks, but it is what it is, you know? So the thing is, when someone is maybe saying that I'm sorry that for what they've done, but you're not really feeling that they've really changed. So that's an energy too, where you're not ready to forgive them. You're not ready to move forward with them. So you might have to forgive yourself. You might feel like, oh, I'm so stupid. I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I said this. I can't believe I allowed this person to do this to me. You're almost holding yourself a hostage because of your own judgment against yourself. So you've got to accept yourself for who you are, why you allowed that to happen, and not rake yourself over the coals for allowing it to happen. Everything happens for a reason. Like I said with my own journey, I could go back and I could rake myself over the coals and be pissed at myself forever for not listening to that one friend that told me that this person was a pile. I could just rake myself over the coals for allowing myself to go through what I went through, literally. Okay? And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I held myself hostage with that pain for a long, ridiculously long time that actually led me to this journey. So it's all connected. So my point is that if I hadn't have gone through that, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So not all the time is our pain and our agony worthless. Sometimes it's worth something. Sometimes it has something to teach us, which is why shadows can sometimes be constructive. They're not always bad, okay? But sometimes our suffering lingers a lot longer than it should, and it's because of our own human conditions and our own human needs to see things a certain way, or our own belief systems that will actually keep us hostage. It's not another person, it's not life, it's not God, it's not the universe, it's us, okay? So when you finally come to that conclusion and you have that awakening, you come out of that spiral, that pit, you're just like, whoa, I can finally see why I had to go through all of that nightmare. And then you can say, you know what? I can finally look at it from a lighter perspective. And this is where forgiveness is. Forgiveness comes from seeing it, getting it, understanding it, not going, it's okay that this person did this to me, do it again. It's not about that. It's just about forgiving yourself and seeing things from a higher perspective and realizing that, you know what, you don't have to be a victim. You don't have to be a victim to what's happened to you. You can embrace it, you can see it for what it is, and you can learn from it, and you can heal from it, and you become stronger from it. That's where forgiveness really lies, within yourself, okay? So this right here is something that Spirit wanted to bring for you today. And a lot of times, with whatever reader you're watching, their own experiences will naturally come through as to hopefully drive a message even deeper, which is what happened in my case here. So let's now take a look and see what your person's higher self wants to say to you at this time, okay? So let's go ahead and get into my Twin Flame Messages Volume 2. So what does your spirit, or what does your person want to say to you from their higher self at this time? I'm trying to do the honorable thing. So this is actually really nice, because I do see that your person right now is in an energy of healing, taking a step back, taking a time out, and doing their work. So this is good. So they are just trying to do the honorable thing by perhaps staying away, not contacting you, and not speaking to you. Either it's because they know they're not ready, or it's because they know that that's just not the best thing to do at this time, is to speak or to have any contact with you. You're the only person that truly gets me. So this is also them basically telling you that at the end of the day, despite other connections they may have had or have now, you're actually the only person that does truly know them and does truly get them. And that might make them feel vulnerable. That might not make them feel comfortable. Sometimes people are not comfortable with people knowing the deep, dark parts of them. So sometimes people that are afraid of their shadows want to go in another direction so they can just kind of project who they want people to see. Sometimes people that really know who you are, sometimes they'll part ways with you because they're not comfortable with you knowing who they truly are. That's a fact. And you have affected my life significantly. So your person is telling you that despite the appearances, despite what's happened, you have affected them significantly on a very deep level. You've also triggered them to really think about life, to think about themselves in a very deep way. You've triggered their shadows. That's why they're in life review judgment energy. So there's that energy here. Or was that your energy? All I know is that there's an energy of judgment here. Facing your shadows, facing your life in a very huge way, reviewing your life on a bigger scale, seeing the bigger picture, reviewing your past actions, how you got to where you're at today. I just feel like that is an energy that is in this connection right now. So that's why it's heavy. So let's now take a look and see what are the possible. So we're not really focused on an outcome, because there's no such thing really. Let's focus on the possible upcoming energies that may unfold for your connection in the future. So we are going to tap into my Signs from Spirit Love Oracle, as well as my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Let's get a sign from Spirit that might be leading the way. We have hats, roll. So the hat is about different roles. So roles may be reversing. We might be playing a new role. Our partner might be playing a new role. Something is changing. Oops. Seven of Swords. Interesting. Deception and or strategy. So this is a card to me that it's not always about deception. Sometimes as readers, we have a tendency to see one card and always say the same thing about that card. I fall into that category as well. Usually when I see the Seven of Swords, it's all about deception, betrayal, lies, sneaking around, cheating, that sort of thing, being stolen from. But it's also about strategy. Okay. Ten of Pentacles and Ace of Swords. Interesting. Well, I really like this energy because this tells me here that moving forward, there's a new role, and the new role that someone is going to play is they're going to play a strategic role. Meaning there is a person specifically, even though it might not be clear right now how that situation can even turn out positive later on. You might not be able to see the blessing, but there will be some sort of an awareness and breakthrough in what is dark right now. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of the ultimate goal. The Ten of Pentacles can also be a card of family and marriage. So again, if there is some sort of third-party energy here where people are in other situations, I do feel like there is going to be some sort of clarity and truth and breakthrough and an awareness of things that have been hidden. It is going to be coming to light, possibly in the near future. I am getting here that it's possibly around this winter months. And the reason that I'm saying that is because the Pentacles and the Swords are fall and winter energy. So I feel like something is definitely going to happen within these next two, or in this season here. Now, sometimes people, not sometimes, people are in other parts of the world. So that might not be the energy for you, but I do see the ace as number one. And that tells me here that at the end of the year, and then we have the first month, there might be something that happens at the turn of 2019-20. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. So something is coming from the darkness and it's going to the light. Someone's going to find out something, something's going to be revealed, or you're going to see the bigger picture as to why things are happening. So there's a breakthrough in the connection. Do I see a reconciliation? Do I see people coming back into union? All these types of things. I don't necessarily see it not happening, but I don't see it happening either. It's kind of like neutral for me. I just feel like there's a reversal in roles and people are just kind of seeing things for how they are and they're helping to gain perspective. There's some sort of clarity that's taking place and it's necessary for people to figure out what they want to do moving forward. So I feel clarity and peace coming after the first of the year or by the first of the year that's really going to help people to see things from a clearer perspective about this connection. If you can build or if it's going to go anywhere or if it's a dead end or whatever, there's some major clarity coming. And it could be connected to those of you that are being hidden right now or that are in third-party situations where people are being deceptive or you're just not sure where you're at with someone. Something is coming, some kind of clarity. That's why this whale is doing this breach coming out. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, things that have been stagnant, things that have been calm, or things that have been unknown, something is finally coming to the surface. Something is finally being broken. Something is finally coming out. And because of this, this is a good thing. It's a beginning. It's an opportunity to start on the right foot. Let's be open and honest now. So I feel like there's communication coming for some that have not been in communication. I feel like there's some kind of energy that's shifting in your connection after a long period of stagnation. I feel like some energy is coming and it's big. It's a big breakthrough. It's a big shift. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay. So things that have been quiet for quite some time, all of a sudden, bam, things are happening. People are talking. People are communicating. Truths are coming out. People are speaking the truth. And it might be challenging to hear, but it's changing things nonetheless. I love that. That's fantastic. So the role of you sitting around, perhaps not knowing anything, maybe missing someone, thinking that someone's always going to be in this energy of hiding you or not being honest or not speaking their truth. It's like all of a sudden something changes and it's like, bam, where someone was quiet before, now all of a sudden you're talking to them. There's something that's shifting. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and end this reading here with some messages from Spirit. Let's get, what do I want to get? I feel like I want to do this deck here, which is a mixture of two decks. I think it is called, what is this deck called? I'm so sorry, you guys. I packed my boxes already for most of my decks. I have my decks in bags. I'll figure it out. Whoa. Divine Consciousness. Love this. Okay, so Divine Consciousness, this is about, opening yourself up and literally seeing the bigger picture. This message came through earlier. It's about seeing things from a bigger, higher perspective, realizing that everything that is happening here is happening for a higher reason. So it's about seeing the spiritual lesson, seeking the spiritual knowledge, the divine lesson, the divine purpose here, and all of what's happening to you. Channel your knowledge. Wow. Okay, so some of you guys, you're really getting some sort of an energy here. It's like you're getting guidance straight from Spirit. Some of you guys might actually be light workers or healers to where you're channeling information for other people. You're helping them. So this is a period of time where you're learning on your own journey, but you're also reaching out and you're helping other people that are on this journey. It's beautiful. Purification. Love it. So this is about letting your emotions flow, doing any kind of healing, purge, letting it all cleanse, purify the soul. So everything that's happening for you right now, what I'm getting here, it's a huge energy of going with the flow, letting it riding the wave, letting it flow, letting it go, purging it, getting rid of all this energy here. Because I do feel like there's something that's wrapping up at the beginning of the year. That's what I'm seeing here. Something's majorly wrapping up at the beginning of the year. It's kind of like an opportunity to start off on the right foot the first of the year. Kind of like that New Year's resolution. That's just what I'm getting here. New Year's resolution. Let's do things different. Let's start something new and fresh. All right, let's close up this reading here with some messages from our angels and guides using the Angel Tarot. Three of Swords. Wow. All right, so this is an energy here. It says, take time to heal from great sadness, the need to forgive yourself or others. I can't believe it. I mean, this has come up. Healing is absolutely with the masculine and the feminine right now. There might be some great sadness and pain, but we're in an energy here of seeing the bigger picture. And we're also in the energy that we need to forgive ourselves and others, no matter what. That absolutely has to happen. That absolutely has to happen, you guys. So to me, this is a time for healing. It's a time for letting go. It's a time for peace. It's a time for our own understanding, our own spiritual knowledge, diving deep into the journey, figuring out, why am I still feeling this pain? Why am I still feeling this trigger? Why am I still feeling this uncomfortable feeling? Face it, embrace it, process it. And I feel like after that, after you really face it and embrace this great sadness that you feel, and maybe some of you guys are already past that. So you're ready to move forward towards calmer waters. But some of you might still be in this energy of great sadness. So again, don't try to hide it. Don't try to pretend it's not there. It's there for a reason. It has a reason for still being with you. Let it process, let it flow. And as time goes by, things will just become more clear to you. You'll start to see the bigger picture. You're actually opening yourself up to gain more wisdom from the universe. I mean, look at these cards. They're directly connected. See? So this higher energy from the universe, cosmos, is coming straight to you. And it's because you're embracing this energy. You're embracing the darkness. You're embracing your shadows. And by doing this, you're clearing this energy so you can let it go and just become more purified to connect with the divine. So this person, essentially, whoever they are, is helping you by challenging you, triggering you, whatever has happened here, helping you to get closer to yourself and closer to the divine. So it's a blessing. So this is an opportunity for you to see this person as a very, very amazing blessing in your life, because they've helped you to understand and to see things that maybe you wouldn't have seen before without going through this with them. So it's a time to bless, forgive, and let go. And you're doing this all in the name of love and ascension. It's beautiful. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's reading. If it wasn't for you, no worries. Maybe next week I will connect with your energy. All right, take care. Bye-bye.